Welcome back to The Calm Observer, where we guide you on a journey toward mindfulness, emotional mastery, and true inner peace. Have you ever carried resentment so long that it began to weigh down your entire life? Today, we're exploring a concept that's often misunderstood, but holds immense power: forgiveness. Many people think of forgiveness as letting someone off the hook for what they've done, as though it's a way of excusing bad behavior. But forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of anger, resentment, and pain. Think about a time when someone hurt you deeply. You might still carry that hurt today, long after the event has passed. That pain becomes a part of your life, weighing you down and affecting your thoughts, emotions, and even your relationships. Holding on to resentment can feel like clutching a hot coal, hoping it burns the other person. But when you let go of that coal, you free your hand, and with it, your mind. In reality, it only burns you. Consider this. Imagine your mind as a garden. Every thought you entertain is a seed you plant. Resentment and anger are like weeds. They grow quickly and can choke out the healthy plants, the positive thoughts. Forgiveness is like pulling those weeds. It doesn't mean the weeds never grew, but it gives space for new, healthier growth. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending something didn't happen. It means acknowledging the pain, choosing to let go of the anger, and moving forward with a lighter heart. When you forgive, you don't change the past. You change your relationship with it. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Who are you really hurting by holding on to resentment? The person who wronged you may have moved on, but the anger remains with you, stealing your peace. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's not about justice. It's about freedom. When we hold on to anger, we create a mental prison. Every time we replay the hurt in our minds, we reinforce the bars of that prison. But when we forgive, we unlock the door and set ourselves free. Forgiveness is the key to emotional freedom, clarity, and peace. Imagine standing at the edge of a river, watching leaves float by. Each leaf represents a painful memory or a lingering resentment. You can choose to pick up the leaves and hold on to them, or you can simply watch them drift away. Forgiveness is like letting those leaves go, allowing them to float downstream so you can focus on the present. This might leave you wondering, how do you actually practice forgiveness? Let's explore 3 simple steps. Step 1. Acknowledge the pain. Don't suppress or deny your feelings. Sit with them and allow yourself to feel the hurt fully. Recognize that it's okay to feel anger or sadness, but holding on to it forever will only harm you. Step 2. Shift your perspective. Try to see the situation differently. This doesn't mean excusing the wrong, but rather understanding that people often act from their own pain, ignorance, or fear. Shifting your perspective doesn't justify their behavior, but it allows you to release the grip of resentment. Step 3. Make the choice to let go. Forgiveness is an intentional act. It won't happen overnight, and that's okay. You may need to forgive the same person or situation multiple times before you truly feel free. But every time you choose forgiveness, you chip away at the power that pain holds over you. This process isn't easy, and it takes time. But with practice and patience, forgiveness becomes a habit, a way of life. And as you forgive others, you may find it easier to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Self-forgiveness is just as important, because holding on to guilt and shame can weigh us down just as much as resentment. Think of it this way: we are often our harshest critics. The same compassion we offer to others through forgiveness, we must learn to offer to ourselves. When we forgive ourselves, we release the chains of guilt and allow ourselves to grow beyond our mistakes. Remember, forgiving yourself doesn't mean you're ignoring your past. It means you're giving yourself permission to move forward with a lighter heart. Remember, Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's strength. It takes courage to let go of pain and choose peace. And when you forgive, you create space in your heart for joy, clarity, and compassion. Next time you feel the weight of resentment pulling you down, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that holding on only prolongs your suffering, and that by letting go, you reclaim your peace. And remind yourself, forgiveness is freedom. You don't have to carry that burden any longer. You have the power to set yourself free. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more mindful content like this. In future episodes, we'll explore more techniques for emotional mastery, inner peace, and personal growth. Stay mindful, stay present, and see you in the next video. Forgiveness isn't something you do for others. It's a gift to yourself, a key to unlock the peace you deserve. Forgiveness is your superpower. Use it to free yourself and live with greater peace. Remember, peace begins with awareness, and forgiveness is the key to freedom.